Good morning, all. Last class we had discussed about optional and method reference. Optional, it will check the value is present or absent. If it is absent means it will return the empty, otherwise it will return the existing value. Method reference, it is a shorthand notation for the lambda we can use to call the methods in a particular class. So today we are going to start streams. Before going to start the streams, we will see some introduction about collections. Then we can start. So first thing, now you should aware on this functional programming. So we in the first class, Java 8 first class, I mentioned Java 8 is the functional programming, not a object oriented. So not a object oriented. So last 3 days we are working with the methods only. We are creating any new methods. If we are creating any custom interfaces means then we are creating methods. Otherwise what we are doing, existing interfaces we are using, and inside the interfaces we have a lot of methods. That methods we are reusing and we are executing our programs. So mostly we are avoiding to create the object. You can see here. Yesterday also we created optional. So in optional you can see everything we are using the methods only. We not created any objects here. Similarly, we used built-in functional interface. There also we used the methods predicate have the test method. So consumer have that accept method. So we are reusing the methods. We are not creating. So that is different. We are working in functional way. We are reusing the existing methods. So next collections. So everyone aware on the collection hierarchy. First of all, what is collection?
Yes, yes. A group of objects.
Group of objects. We can use that object to store and manipulation. Store storing into a collection. Manipulation means update, delete those edit editable things. Manipulations. So what is the collection hierarchy?
Terrible, sorry, terrible.
Iterable is the parent, and then we have
Collection.
list list interface. So iterable collection list set. Similarly, we have map also. So in yesterday's class, I mentioned any framework they will develop by using interfaces, abstract classes, and concrete classes. So you can see this hierarchy here. Iterable is the interface. So this green color indicates interface. Abstract classes are blue color. Red are the concrete classes. This straight line indicates arrow implement extends. You can see here. So dotted lines indicates the implements. When we can use this extends keyword and implement keyword.
To create child class, sir.
Extend is nothing but classes, implements uses by interfaces.
No, wrong.
Sir,
If
these
both
lines
are
are used
no,
inherit the behavior of the object.
no, I'm asking when to use extends keyword, when to use implement keyword. For which purpose I am not asking. So if both are interfaces means we can use extends. Both are classes means we can use extends. If it is a class and interface means we can use the implements. So class implements interface. Okay. So you aware this one. This is the basic one. So any framework they will use to develop interfaces, abstract classes, and concrete classes. Here, why we are using interfaces, abstract classes, and concrete classes? In each class, what we have, the collection framework, everything contains methods only. So here we are not creating any new methods while you are working with collections. You are adding in the list. You are adding some elements, or you are removing, or you are finding, get something. Methods are there. So why we are using interface to provide the common methods inside the interfaces, and we can implement and we can reuse those methods. Similarly, abstract class also we have that common methods and we are extending with concrete classes and we are reusing the methods. But here the question is when to use interface, when to use abstract classes. Both are we are using for common behaviors as we are mentioned. But when to use which one? So interface we can use for common behavior for different groups. For example, you can take one method, fly. Fly is the method. So who will fly? Bots will fly. Then aeroplane, helicopter, rockets, these things also fail. But bots all will comes under one category. This aeroplane, helicopter, those things will comes under vehicle category. That time we can use the interfaces. So common method for different categories. And then abstract classes. When we can use the abstract classes. So this one also for common behavior, which belongs to the same category, same group. For example, I am talking. So I am a human being. So then men will talk, women will talk, children will talk. So this is the common method for them. They will talk, everyone can talk within a same category. We are all belongs to human category. So that is the difference between the interface and the abstract. So these things, this hierarchy, you can see in the code as well. For example, I will open one concrete class array list. So array list is the normal class. You can see here it is implementing list and extending abstract list. So this array list have some methods that we can use for this class only. Then you can see this abstract list. It is extending abstract collection and also it is implementing list. Then we can open abstract collection implementing collection. So abstract collection is the class, abstract class, collection is the interface. So now you aware on this. you can remember these points: when to use implements, when to use extends, and when to use interface, when to use abstract classes. Is it clear?
Yes.
So next we can look into Stream API. So this is the most important feature in Java 8 because we are going to work in day-to-day our programming as well as in interview purpose also. It is very important. So last 3 classes we discussed today basics for this Stream API. If we aware on those concepts, streams we can understand easily. Here also we will work with the functions only. So functional program, that for that is the reason we called it as a Java 8 is a functional way of working. So first thing, what is stream? Stream is a pipeline. So stream is a pipeline. Generally, pipeline is nothing but we have the step by step. So here stream is a nothing but a pipeline. Here source for stream is a collections. So input source for stream is a collections. So this pipeline will contains a pipeline contains a collection, then so converting into stream, then we have intermediate operation, then terminal operation. So this sequence we can call it as a pipeline. So streams we are going to use the process the collection. Stream API we are going to use for process the collection. These things I will explain you. First of all, what is stream? Stream is a pipeline. This pipeline contains the source for this pipeline was collection. By using this collections means already we discussed na, a group of objects or a group of elements. We can use that group of element, then we can convert into the stream, then we will apply our intermediate operations. Here intermediate operations are nothing but so filter, map, flat map. These all are methods. We have different methods. We'll discuss each and everything in the upcoming sessions. And then terminal operation. So terminal operations are collection, count, reduce, etc. So here you can see this one. Streams are using to process the collections. So this is the pipeline and the sequence how we are going to work. So this is the source input. Input is this one. Then this intermediate operations, we can apply number of intermediate operation we can apply. But terminal operations we can apply only one. We cannot apply multiple. These are the lazy loading. When it will invoke means once the terminal operation is called, then only, so here not collection, collect, then only it will invoke. Finally, with the help of terminal operation, it will produce the result. Intermediate operations are lazy loading. So terminal operations we can use for produce the result. Up to here, are you clear? So this is the syntax. You can consider as a
Jafru,
syntax.
please, one more thing. Please explain intermediate. I didn't understood intermediate terminal. What?
So why we are going to use streams to process the collections and arrays also. Array also a group of elements. So by using this streams, what we are going to do, for example, I have a employee class. I want to filter the employee whose salary is greater than some 5,000. Then in normal Java, how we can achieve? Without using Java 8, how we can achieve? First, we have to create one employee class. Inside the employee, we need to provide our attributes, employee name, employee ID, employee salary. Then we have to create some list of employees. By using this list of employees, my requirement is I need to filter the salary of the employee who's greater than 5,000. What I will do, I will get that employee list, then I will iterate one by one. Then I will, inside the for loop, I will write the condition. If the employee salary, employee dot get employee salary is greater than 5,000, you can return those employees. Like that, we will put inside the if condition. So here we are going to do by using the normal Java. So traditional way. With the help of stream, what we can do, instead of going with the traditional way, we can use this Java 8 streams. So here my collection is now nothing but a employee. Employee is the collection. Then that first I need to convert into stream. So we have this stream method, employee dot stream. So stream here employee. Then reference name equal to new array list. So I have this employee list. I am going to convert into stream. Then here I will apply intermediate operation. Why I need to apply? Your question is why we are going to use intermediate operation and terminal operation. As I mentioned previously, in traditional way, what we are doing, we are writing for loop and then we are adding if condition. But with the help of these streams, once you convert it into stream, it will take one by one employee with the help of inside the intermediate operation. So here we will use the filter method. So we need to filter the employees. The condition is for the filter, what is the condition? We need a whose employee salary is greater than 5,000. That time I will use this intermediate operation. Then this intermediate operation will produce a result like it's a stream only. It will not give the collection. I want a employee list, new employee list. So this is my existing list, and I want a new list whose salary have the greater than 5,000. So this existing, it will not change anything. It will produce a new list for me. That how it will do by using this intermediate operation and terminal operation. We'll see the practical example also, then you will get idea. Finally, we will call a terminal operation here. So intermediate operation is to convert the stream, and we can apply our logic by using the intermediate operations. Finally, we need an output. That output will produce by the terminal operation. That is the difference. So these are the lazy loading. Once we invoke the terminal operation, then only it will work. Otherwise, it will not call. Because of that, we mention as a lazy loading. Understood?
Yes.
We can see the example, then you will get a clear idea again. Same example we will use. We can filter the employees by using the condition whose salary is greater than 5,000 or 50,000, whatever it is. So we can good to go. Next.
Yeah, no, I have small doubt.
Hmm.
If we need to get a second greater employee, second largest employee salary, how should we get, like, is this method is possible, or
We'll
for
see.
using intermediate operation?
We'll
Okay,
see in the examples.
sure.
As of now, theory you can understand why we are going to
Yeah,
use
okay.
the streams.
I understood. Thank you.
We'll see the many examples. So as discussed, now that same thing we are going to implement in programmatical way. So I will create a new package here. Dot streams. And I need one object, that is employee object. Employee. So employee is the object. Employee have properties. Private int id, employee id, private. So this concept is the encapsulation. String name. So private salary we can take. So money related things you can use double. Data type you can use double for money related. Then private string department or role or designation, anything. Department. Then I will use here one list field I will tell you this one why we are using. Later I will explain you. So one employee here I will use the skills. I need to import this. So one employee have many skills. For example, Java developer will know Java, MySQL, Spring Boot, then CDC pipelines are different DBs, Oracle, those things. Many skills he have, microservices like that. For that reason, I have taken. And also you can see if we are working with the real-time things in real-time projects, you can take Amazon. Amazon is the e-commerce website. Here we have customers. A customer can order many things, many items, many products he can order. That one, how we can make the relation? Relation, do you aware on this? So now also I told one relation. One employee have many skills. So one to many relation. So one customer will order many products. One to many relation there also. So for the many things, we will use the list. Now you can understand the purpose of the collections. So in real time, mostly we will get one to many, many to many, many to one. These scenarios we will get. These are the relations, one to one. So one person have one address only. For example, I am telling, or one person have multiple address, one to one. So we'll see that relations. I think in the JPA Spring we will discuss. Not there. So for many things we will use this collection. So collections we are going to use for store the group of elements. So here for each employee we can store multiple skills. For that reason, streams we are mainly going to use to reduce the boilerplate code. If you are not using streams means, for example, you have some 100 lines of code. With the help of streams, you can develop that 100 lines of code within 10 or 15 lines itself. You'll see the example with the filter last we discussed. Then you can see how much lines of code it is reducing. So streams means here we are not going to do any new methods. Existing methods we are reusing. Methods are intermediate operations, terminal operations. That operations will contain that methods. We can use that methods. Then next, I am creating here getter setters, source generate, select all, and also I will create one parameterized constructor. Right click, source generate constructor using fields. This is not required. Formatted. So our employee object we created. Next, what I am going to do, I will create one class test employee main method I'm using. First, I need a employee objects. So how I will create object for employee? Employee equal to new employee. See here, I am using this constructor to set the data. Now we can see here These are the primitive types. For primitive types, what is the default value? 0. For non-primitive types, string is a non-primitive, null. If you are using capital integer wrapper class, then it's a null. So primitive will not accept a null value. Default values will be there for primitives. In interviews, they will ask what is the default value for primitive, what is the default value for non-primitive. So employee 1, now you need to tell me your names. I will add some employees. Next field is the name only. No? Name. We can do this one with the help of setter methods also. But if we use constructor means we can finish within one line. So why I am going to do this objects? I need data, employee data. How we can set the employee data? By using setter methods or by using constructor. Then I will convert this employees into list of employees. That list, so for streams, what is the source? Collections are the source. So name
Naveed.
Naveed. Salary
10,000.
10,000. Okay. Then next field, what department? Which department is
Analyst.
analyst? BA. So what skills he have? List of skills he have. How can I give here? If I use string means it will work. How can I provide this list? You can see what is the input here. List of string. How can I give? In list, how can I add the data? Collections. We can do
Register.
this in two ways. We can create here skills equal to new array list, and then
Skills dot add.
skills dot add. This way we can do. Another way we can add directly also by using arrays as a list. So this is the one way. Here I will show you another way. Arrays dot as list, or another way also there. This one they introduced when in since 1.2 this method. So here not there. Another way is I will show you another way also. Arrays. This is the first way by using new array list. Arrays as a list. Second way, list dot off. This is they introduced from Java 9. Tell me the skills. BA, he have some domain knowledge on. BA is nothing but to gather the requirements, those things. Correct spelling.
Sir, KNOW, sir. A-N-O-W. A-N-O-W.
KE,
A-N-O-W.
KONW,
No, sir, not that. K-N.
can't
K
hear
के
your
बाद
voice.
N.
KNOW.
हाँ KN
KNOW. Okay, no problem. Spelling only. Then he have some. So we can add another thing by using comma. Like here we will add skill dot add one by one. So e-commerce something. Then I need some employees. Then I will add those employees into list. So next, whose name?
Hussein Khan, sir.
Hussein Khan.
Hussein Khan.
Hussein Khan. So I am increasing salary and I am giving designation. Developer, Java, MySQL. Next,
Isa.
Raja
Raja.
Raja की clock.
Next, Rahman, tech lead. Skill. Then Spring Boot. One more.
Zakir.
Can everyone follow what we are doing? Example,
Developer.
I'm using testing. JUnit. Selenium. So just we are creating an employees. Then this employees I will add into list. I want a list of employees because for streams, what is the source? Selection is the source. So I'm creating some data here. In real time, how we will get this data? Through the UI. From the UI, you are giving your details. Then we can store in the database. So here we are not having any database interaction. Here itself we are providing employees equal to, how can I add in the list? List, how can I add all these objects, employee objects?
By using add method, sir. Employees dot add employee one.
Employees dot add, then it will be one by one like that. It will increase a lot of lines. So I will use this method, Java 9 method. Then I can complete within one line itself. Like similarly how I added skills. List dot of I will add employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, employee 4, employee 5. Now I got the list. Now our requirement is we need to filter the
Sir, actually, in the given data, we didn't change any salary, sir. Same salary for all.
You can change it.
Salary also and ID also.
Hmm.
ID not duplicated, right?
ID also we need to change. ID should be unique for employees. Filter the employees whose salary greater than 5,000. This is our requirement. Now, how we will do in traditional way, then with the help of streams, we will check. First, I have this employee list. With the help of employee list, what I will do, I will use a for each. For each loop or for loop, whatever you can use. So then I will write one if condition. Here I am iterating that employee. Now I will get a one employee. Once you are iterating, if employee dot get salary is greater than 5,000, sys out that employee. Here how many employees have greater than 5,000 salary?
For
Apart from Rahman, we have
Here we are getting hash codes. What I need to do?
toString method.
To string method we need to provide in the employee class. Right click source generate to string generate. So this methods belongs to which class? Here we came overriding.
It belongs to object class, sir.
Hmm. Now run as a Java. Now we are getting. So here what I will do, I will add these things into now one by one employee I am getting. I will add into one list. For that I will create one list here. Inside the generic we will pass employee filtered list equal to new array list inside this here I will add a filter list dot add employee, this employee. Previously, I am printing directly. Now I am adding this new employees into one list. That's it. I am not doing any new thing here. Then this filtered list I will provide here. Now I will get a list of employees run as a Java application. So you can see here employee 1, employee 2. Now these things we can use the streams functional way. Functional way. So this is my actual list employees. What I mentioned, we need to convert into stream dot stream. So you can see this introduced in 1.8. So this is belongs to stream class. Interface. Okay, collection interface. They introduced this method in collection class. Then I told you we will use you can see this stream have other methods. So intermediate method we are going to use here. Filter. Filter is belongs to this stream interface. Inside the filter, what is the parameter they are passing? Predicate. What is predicate? What is predicate?
Boolean
Forget.
values.
Yes, it will take one input and then it will return true or false. Functional interface. I'm asking what is predicate means. First you need to tell predicate is a functional interface. It will take one input and it will return Boolean value. So now this is the existing method only, filter. Here how we are filtering by using this condition. Here I will use the lambda expression now. Inside the employees, I need to iterate one by one. Here we are iterating the similar way. Employee, I will get a employee. Lambda expression. Employee. Now my condition is employee dot get salary which is greater than 5,000. So filter why we are using filter method for checking the conditions. Inside the filter, what is the parameter? Predicate. Now you understood why we discussed this functional interfaces and why we discussed lambda expression. So in streams, we are going to use these things. These are the basic for streams foundation. Then you can see here what is the return type for filter stream only. So it will not give output. I need to call a terminal operation method. It will convert a stream into stream only. Intermediate operations are convert. And also when this will invoke, once we call the terminal operation. Here my requirement is I need to collect into one list. Dot collect method is the terminal operation. So inside this, we need to pass collectors, this one, collectors dot to list. So you can see here to map to set we can use for different things also. Now to list method we will check what is the return type collector. So this is the class. Collector is the class. These all are predefined things. We are not developing. So it will return for me one new list. Now you can see here, just I will print this list. Here how many lines we did this logic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we completed within one line. You can see the difference. So this list I will print. Then you can compare it's working or not in traditional way as well as in Java 8. Filtered list. Run as a Java application. Correct. First employee 10,000 is there. So greater than 5,000. Second employee 1 lakh is there. Third employee 50,000. Then fourth employee it is a skipping because his salary is less than 5,000. Then fifth employee have 30,000. Understood the difference in traditional way how we are going to work. In Java 8 features how we are going to work. Any doubts here? So you can see this is the source for me, the input data. This employee list is the collection. That collection we are converting into stream, then we are applying intermediate operation, finally terminal operation. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So we have some intermediate operations. Now already we know how these intermediate operations are working. So what are the intermediate operations we have? Now we saw filter, map method. So these all are methods. Flat map, distinct. So these methods we are going to reuse. We are not going to create a new things. Sorted. You can see the method names also. You can easily understand. Limit, skip, peak. So all are methods. Any other is there? We'll check in the stream itself. We can go here. So filter, map, map to int, map to long, map to double. So whatever we are mostly using those methods I will explain. Remaining, if you want, you can go and check this stream class. Then what is the purpose? You can try with practical. So flat map to double, flat map to long, map multi. So a lot of methods we have. Sorted. Sorting we are using for comparator, comparable, interfaces. So pick method, consumer, limit, long is the input. Skip, long is the input. Drop away. So we will discuss these things only. Then similarly, we have terminal operations. Terminal operations now is a collect method. Collect method, reduce method, for each method, to array method, count method, and then any match. Those methods are there. We will see all these methods practically. Any match, none match, all match. Then find first. Few more methods are there. We will see. These methods are whatever I am explaining. These methods are very useful for your day-to-day work. So that's all today. Do you have any doubts? Understood now? What is streams? How we are going to utilize that stream API to process the collection with the help of intermediate and terminal operations. And in interviews also, they will ask a question related to these methods. What filter will do, what map will do, what flat map will do, what is the difference between flat map and a map. Like that they will ask questions. We'll discuss tomorrow that methods. I will share this one. You can practice.